be rushed. This is as standard as you like for a beginning of train.
Oh.
Fitch kicks things off with a headshot onto Frozen. Keycurts lurks. Oh, that's an important one, and Woxic's going to pick it up. I think most people will be thinking about that Woxic 1v5 still. Well, it wasn't exactly a pure 1v5, but it was very impressive.
Buster with a smoke and a defuse kit. Looking for the second player. I think he's just seen him now, falling back. Now, the Glock spam could be a problem. Hilariously, if he takes up Rops and tries to smoke defuse versus Woxic, which is unlikely based on their positions, that'll be really interesting considering Woxic picked up the USP. It'd almost be at a disadvantage. Okay, there's a smoke up Woxic's facing until somebody tells me otherwise. Okay, so this is a grenade execute you normally see. Maybe expecting that Jame will be ahead of it. A nice flick from him catching Chris J off guard. And there's no answer from Mousesports.
One thing that could have made that okay, losing a player there, would be to gain position, but they lose another player. So their every attempt so far to gain position has resulted in death here for Mousesports, which is the absolute worst case. And they need something huge now from Woxic and Frozen, but perhaps they're the two to do it. Woxic on the AWP. He's such an exciting player to watch, just because the way that he aims is so crazy. His sense is so insanely high. I don't think there's anyone who's remotely close to Woxic's sense. Like, remotely close to it.
And he's left-handed.
And he's left-handed as well. It's ridiculous.
Still trying to find the head, but they haven't done too much damage. You can see the Ivy position. I think Jame, oh no, it's Buster there, hasn't been picking too much. Sooner. All right, lads, let's learn some lineups.
What is this, an E-box smoke? Like a weird E-box smoke, get you a little closer.
Doesn't seem like he'll be throwing it for a while. Or will he?
The tease.
So Chris J's lining something up as well.
Bomb trails.
Okay, all the smoke. I like the flash above ladder to allow the T's to make their way out into the welcoming arms of Sanju with 2K. Make it 3 with the Molotov, the posthumous Molotov kill.
Oh, 4.
That leaves 4? I didn't even see the 4th one.
Yeah, same.
Another one tap from Chris J. And he's got 1 minute on the clock, though. He doesn't have the bomb, but the bomb's in the A-bomb site, and he has position to get through one of the choke points. At least to this point. Jame is holding an angle from the ladder position. There we go.
Any flashbangs from him? There's only one on Frozen, and it's a dry peek into Buster with a better angle, better position, and Mousesports still in a desperate time, but they do have some position to work with here, and that's a good start.
Oh, that's beautiful from Woxic. Just gliding around the map. The Ivy smoke actually helps them plant the bomb, potentially, if they can figure out where the other player is. So you can see Woxic with confidence will do that. Thank you very much. Again, Ivy, very important to hold. Does he see? Oh, I don't know. They're backing away from the bomb site. So he'll cover Frozen. Ooh, Buster surely sees him, but Woxic's too fast. That's his 3rd frag, but where is Keycurt? Keycurt surely can't get 2 from this position. Waiting for Woxic to back up too much. There's a HU towards the E-box area. Frozen has a quick peek, and now they know where he is. Woxic, no fear.
To allow Woxic's position to... So that's something. Carrigan trying to dive through Sandwich. Perhaps to... I think he was aiming to go towards Hell, but he will get stopped in his tracks, forced to fight. Eventually he falls, and it's an absolute bloodbath here on the A-bomb side as kills are exchanged all over the place. Keycurt dropping down out of the Pop Dog area to do some damage. And now Rops and Frozen are the ones in the clutch. Better weapons overall, but I think scouts will always be dangerous on a map like Train, and James the one who handles the scout that's active at the moment, so that might be problematic. Bomb going down as a cue to creep forwards, and Buster will find it. Unawares, Rops and Frozen. That was a sitter, I would imagine. Some strafe jumping in there. All right, Frozen starts things off from Sandwich. Oh, that is fantastic. And he's got 3 now. Maybe a chance at a 4th. Down to 18 points of health. Will eventually be silenced, but the damage he's done is resounding. There's only 2 players left for Avangar. It's desperation mode, but they're doing not too bad of a job. Key cut! Oh my god! Voxic just running straight in front of him, and Key cut clutches it.
Move, because they'd be looking at him more intense, like towards the area. Very important. The subtle differences of just staying alive.
I wonder if Avangar will try to run a fake after, they've just done 2 B rounds in a row. Got everyone outside B again. The issue is that currently there's no pop dog control. Here comes a push towards the B bomb site. They've got the bomb there, so it's not going to be a fake. So 3 B rounds in a row. And 2 pretty quick ones, this one included, and the previous one. But this time, it's not looking so good here. Chris J is not getting any multi-kills to allow Mousesports a better chance in, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just need to give him some time. There's one.
Flash through the smoke. Will it be heard? I'm not quite sure. Buster taken down anyway. Smoke diffuse is possible, but Fitch on the bomb site is a problem. But they have too many man, Mousesports. Kika on the flank, but the bombs are planted for him. Nothing he can do but damage at this point.
Bomb site now. So important this round for Mousesports. Voxic has done so much to bring it back to a doable position.
Well, that's a big frag. Maybe there's a chance yet. Sanji down to 6 HP. He's gone. Keycurt's left with it all to do. Now they
Giving Chris J all this room to look at Brown Halls. But Jame's too smart. He's like, nah, you're not going to get this.
The right eye peek.
Rops suddenly in one of the more common positions. And he's heard the scope up top. And you can see on the radar people slowly gravitating towards the B bomb site. But you can see them coming out of Pop Dog, coming out of the ladder room of Avangar and getting taken out once again. So not quite a full rotation from Mousesports, just slowly gravitating. Bomb being planted, and that will be denied, Dan.
Indeed.
And here we are. So we've got 2 players moving towards Ivy for Avangar, fighting around the E-box, and Kika will get the... I mean, it's a noble effort. It is a noble effort on the ladder as well. Ladder inaccuracy, not something you can really control. Don't think anybody's an expert in that. Chris J with a very brazen angle now that he knows that the ladder position is secure. Avangar rotating away from the Ivy area. He seems to be going elsewhere. I don't know if... Chris J should hear this rotation, actually. There's some warning for Rops, some Molly in main, and a smoke behind it. So they're faking a rotation now towards the B-bomb site and walking back towards A, where they've just been smoked off. There is a minute on the clock, however.
Mousesports do have 2 players in B, but because they've got Frozen there and Pop Dog as well, I think they're pretty comfortable here. Frozen can offer a pretty important backstab, and Mousesports have 2 players defensive on the bomb train. So Mousesports' position is pretty good, but Avangar are getting into 4 positions themselves, and it comes down to the headshots of which Fitch is delivering very nicely. And there's that flank I was talking about. It's very difficult when there's a guy alive in Pop Dog. You got to try to get a smoke in there. We see that smoke finally, but it's just Sanji left alive, who barely is able to get that frag onto Frozen, but he's already been tagged down to 20 HP. Up against Rops in the 1 versus 1 with limited time to reset this, and Rops has the position. He hears the stepping. He knows exactly what's going on. He can time this flank to perfection. And Sanji, there is... I don't know how he wins this. He is in such a disadvantage. He's got to have such a strong guess as to what Rops is doing. It's a good plan, and he's found a position. Maybe Sanji's actually got a chance here. Rops might be forced to tap the bomb. Rops knows that he has to be close, and he's found him. And there it is. Mousesports, how this first half started. How Avangar looks so strong on their CT side. Well, arch pressure, but the bomb's going towards B. And there's Buster to spot this, so it's a B split on the pistol round. Don't see this super commonly. It's going to be quite interesting to see if... Oh, Jame cannot hold on, though. That's a beautiful timing from Mousesports. They have nailed this one. They've outpositioned their opponents enormously. There we go.
And the timing was pretty good by Mousesports. As you said before, we don't see too many B splits, especially on pistol round, because obviously USPs have a way longer range than the Glock. But if you time it just perfectly, like how Mousesports timed it, you catch the spawn person.
Maybe they expect higher value than against the full buy run, but now we have more grenades. This has been one of the problems for Avangar, is they haven't been able to take initiative at the beginning of these rounds, and here we'll see them defending Banana really effectively. Only with 2 players as well. They've got the bomb. That's a big problem. Mousesports, they've given up the bomb here. They've committed it so deep, and that's surprising. That's very surprising. Unless you're going to rush the B bomb site, there's no real reason for you to need to go B, because this was going to be a slow round. I don't think they were intending to run a super fast. Like, if you got 2 players on the other side of the map, I mean, no fake is that going to be that fast. So it says to me that that was just a mistake to have the bomb up that far. But they have reclaimed it. But they're 2 versus 5. Here comes the flank.
Nice Avangar from Sanji. And that is it.
Assistance. They always have a game plan behind the way that they set up their defense. And they're always pretty confident. It's hard to catch them off guard. I think we're going to have to see.
Less players, more position.
Ooh. That's a big kill because Rops was there to sort of lurk and delay rotation. No rotation will be delayed. Kika forced through the flames. They had a double quad setup or new box setup, and that absolutely destroys. That Molotov destroys that entirely. So Mousesports with the perfect placement of that one piece of utility to make their lives very easy. And Avangar, they have lots of money, so they should definitely go for this. A 3 versus 4. The utility is lacking, which is a benefit of the way that Mousesports played this very slowly. And in fact, Avangar recognized this. And even with that kill, they are not going to go for this. They are just containing their opponents. And they're going to make this hurt as much as possible for Mousesports. Their objective here is to make sure every single Mousesports player dies. And I think they may succeed here because they've got a really strong setup. Most of Mousesports are going towards, well, they're all going towards Banana. And there's Jame, and there's Fitch.
At the moment, Chris J not much better with 3 for 10.
Now 3 for 11. They're really struggling.
Yeah, Vanguard is not really giving them too much. Kika going more aggressive than he needs to, but again, the utility usage has been really, really good for Vanguard. If you try to take Banana, it comes at great cost.
At least Mousesports are able to get the opening kill onto Key Kurtz and create a 4 versus 4. It's a better scenario than they've had for the majority of this half. Flashbang comes out to keep things simple there. The balcony pop. Sanji gets excellent amounts of damage. Almost takes down Robs as well. So now Fitch is going to look to finish things off. Down to 1 HP. Woxic as Robs burns. And that bomb still needs to go down. Woxic defends with 1 HP. It's for his 3rd kill. Frozen around the corner, and he's...
Sleep makes it hard for the brain
Into the nose, out through the mouth.
to function properly.
Need more oxygen.
When I've had lack of sleep as well, football's not going to go well. Got football this evening, but let's look at the game that's being played right now. We've got grenades going in towards the B bomb site. Mousesports trying to hold on to these 5 men, trying to keep them alive. More grenades flying through from a Vanguard. There's a flashbang to come, surely. Perhaps not fast enough. 2 players lost on B.
Yeah, it's looking awkward here for Mousesports. They couldn't quite find that good moment to go in. I think the flash is one of those moments, but it just didn't seem to land. I think Avangar managed to just get the kills, as you say, just before it popped. And so that really stifled the push completely. But it's a pistol round. Headshots can still be found. It's Rops against 4, though. And I don't know that it's all that possible here. He's backing away, wants to conserve his perfect health in Kevlar. Doesn't want to trip to the ER. Wants to stay healthy. However, he is going to be running straight in. More aggressive, stronger, faster.
She liked that smoke that he threw. It's enabled him to get on top of the logs in case if there's a Molotov thrown at his feet, and provide a one-way almost. So I like it. A little something new.
I like that Molotov damage as well. Again, I think it makes a pretty huge difference just chipping away at the HP.
I'm scared, you know.
And they're going to go for a retake of Banana here. That's a beautiful play from the likes of Mousesports with a great nade to follow it up, but the defense is even better for Avangar. They're the ones that get the kill. And more, importantly, Mousesports get some information, but the problem is that Avangar's pacing is so slow that play from Mousesports came too early. And the information that they got for the death of Chris J, it's not even worth it because Avangar's pace is so slow. So that's the only issue with that play for Mousesports. Against most teams, timing probably works out pretty well, but Avangar, they're a slow team.
"35 seconds remain. One, but only one. Rob's falling off the balcony. Woxic has support. Surely Avangar can't do this. Woxic's going to be in a strong position. He's exposed himself to a short area and he gets taken out. Thought he was repositioning for cover just in case, but here we are. The bomb's being planted now for Avangar. Will somebody stand up for Frozen to shut down? No, the smoke will deny him, but does allow him to make his way through. Is it a trap? Jame looking, haven't found. Now they know where he is, and Sanji can reposition for a potential double pick. There's a flashbang easily avoided, closing the distance. Frozen up on the box, but he can't quite get to. All the Mousesports players have rotated now to the B-bomb site. I say, oh, it's just two left. Chris J and Woxic moving forward. Sound cue's heard, but there's no... Fitch with the flank. Do they go back towards the A-bomb site? He's cleared it, but Woxic is here. He can hear Woxic. I don't know if you want to chase. 27 seconds. This is absolute carnage. They're committed to it now. Jame taken up. Surely you want to rotate. The bomb's been lost in apartments. He's rotating. Woxic is everywhere. 2 kills for him, and Fitch is on 4 HP. He hasn't picked up the bomb just yet. Now he has. Ooh, don't jump off the balcony. The sound cues are there for Woxic. Moving up with the smoke. No fear from him. Woxic is all over the shop. Surely they had the sound cues of him. In point for Avangar to bring it to a third. The third would be Mirage. Walking through the flames, Frozen. That's a giant gamble to take. So much damage before he even got through to the other side of the choke point, and Chris J will fall to those same flames. Memories of Cloud9 on Overpass. 3 versus 3. The B-bomb site still held by Karrigan with 20 HP. There's still a chance for Mousesports, but the only utility they have is 1 flashbang. Rops is towards A. We've got a rotation from Woxic towards that B-bomb site. Woxic alive might be the key. There's that flash used up. And it's all about guns now for Mousesports.
Indeed. Woxic's in a good position. It's not too much. Well, there's still some flashbangs and some smokes here, so they can make his life difficult. But James probably want to go for the peak first. He may not expect that to be... Oh my god, the timing is awful for Woxic. That is so deflating. But Mousesports, there is still a chance despite how bad this looks. Karrigan on an off angle, second oranges, looking to see if he can catch Jame. And he... Oh, I thought he had that one. Down to 4 HP. Now it gets impossibly difficult for Rops. Coming in from Banana, no utility to be seen. Not a kit in hand either, so... And the off angle from Jame. That will secure it. 16... But Mirage, as you say, like, is a very different map. Mousesports should be able to leverage the individuals much more.
Mousesports will start on the T side. We see Rops has been given the P250 once again. Very quickly into connector, but Bust has been taken out towards that short position. Karrigan won't do much better. Chris J trying to find some revenge. But there's a man advantage for Avangar at the moment. Rops jumping into B, and that's where he will lie. The bomb is in B apps at the moment, so it's looking rough for Mousesports at the moment. It is a pistol round. It can quickly change. Such is the nature of the beast. Woxic will be heard leaving, however, by the player on shore. He'll be heard going into the underpass. So all the information, well, a lot of the information is known for Avangar, not all the information. Because Chris J is making his way towards a ramp. Woxic looking everywhere but there, which is where Fitch is. So it's Chris J versus Fitch is taking a shot now, so maybe he knows. He does have time, Chris J, to try and do this. The bomb is in that mid position. He's heading there at the moment. Surely he was just spotted there by Buster. Maybe he wasn't. Fitch having a look. Oh, he looks at the bomb and that's off. KYS to me, I'm going to say, no, you're spray, question mark.
There you go.
1 minute 35. Karrigan creeping through smoke again. There could be a flashbang for him. When CTs put this smoke down, then if you're in position, it can be an argument to go through the smoke because they're probably looking over it. But sometimes there can be two players there. So you need to know your opponent as well. K-Y-O. Moving into the A-bomb site are Mousesports at present, dueling in the jungle position. Kika forced back a little, gets his bell rung through the wall. James being taken out towards that jungle area. And there's Fitchin in mid position, 5 versus 3. It may be safe territory for Avangar once again, but perhaps they will not be allowed. Or Ops, was that a 2 for the price of 1, I think? They were lining up. Those X's are almost on top of each other. And Buster remains in a 1 versus 5, presumably hiding in plain sight at the moment, but it seems that he's been spotted. So he may not be long for this world, and I'm sure that AK will be Avangar. I don't expect they can capitalize on that too much, but there will be a full execute here from Mousesports.
Yeah, not too much really that they should, in theory, be able to accomplish. And there'll be a boost attempt here. But unless Kiko gets 2 headshots or something off of this, I don't think there's much that can be done. Okay, well, all right then. The bomb has been dropped as well.
Please explain what is going on.
So not only has he got the 2 kills that I asked for, he's actually got the bomb down as well, which creates a huge delay, which allows a lot of repositioning for Avangar. And even a flank, like James going for the long flank. He's just initiated that. There's a real chance here if Avangar find good timings, but, well, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, Buster had a chance on the bomb planter, but he was afraid of getting taken out by the guy up top. And I think with that, in a 2 versus...
Very strong.
Connector is taken. Robs with a very cheeky play. Gets his bell rung. 4 HP is enough to just lurk, to be present, to be a worry for Avangar as Mousesports continue to split this A bomb site. He can wait in Palace post plant, but he's actually... Okay, wow. Chris J has the bomb, and all of a sudden, just like that, everybody is deleted on the A-bomb site. And now Chris J makes his way towards B, which is currently empty, but Buster's on the way.
Imagine how frustrating that is for Mousesports. Smoke. Now they got a 2 versus 4 to play. Chris J baits it out. Oh, he can't connect the headshot. You thought he would have had that one.
All right, so Sanji's dropped his smoke grenade for the retake. Buster, how's he missed that one? He had 2 targets. Kind of gliding across the floor. Oh, there are problems now. Does he get another chance? He does, and he'll finally deliver. Sanji's been taken down in the meantime. He did drop a smoke grenade to allow his teammates to rotate in through the door with some semblance of cover. A lot of players towards short already, but the rotation in market is quite late, so that smoke won't do too much. Maybe it'll stop the advance of Mousesports. Only 1 player towards the bench. Many around default. Woxic moved forward, was forced back by Molotov. There's a shot through the window. Kika in the smoke. 2-inch shot. Woxic's all over the place once again. Man advantage is increased by Mousesports, who look good for round number 6 here as we move to half-time. There's not much Buster can do. It's about the stats once again, Dan, because he cannot win this round.
Save for next half.
So it's a great play from Woxic, but one point to make actually about Buster. Although Buster's obviously not a primary AWPer, he wasn't hitting many shots there. There was actually...
Avangar moving the bomb away from B. Jame in the underpass. Woxic in the window. And Rops is spotting. Waiting to see what will be. They move forward, Avangar. Now we've got 4 of the 5 players here. There's James State to cut off rotation. Lovely 1 tap from Rops to start off the proceedings. We've got 3 players remaining now for Avangar. It's all about the headshots. The smoke has been deployed and a bomb has been planted. Rops creeping, but he has been denied by security. Thrown out onto the street. Man advantage is not going to last very long for Mousesports as Woxic gets taken out. Carrigan still has that smoke and defuse kit, which is all important. He's on the site as well, and the smoke is up. He's on the bomb. Is anybody in position to stop this, actually? We've got people fishing, and there it is. He makes it look pedestrian. The pit replay guy did that yesterday. I learned that one a long time ago, and then I forgot it. Too many nades, not enough time. Inverse bomb plant will be successful just about. If it was default, they wouldn't have made it there. And maybe there's a chance for Jame. Again, an AK and no helmet. There's Frozen taken out, which leaves him to deal with Chris Jason burst fire by the bricks as he makes his way back towards CT Sport. Rops is such a good player to watch. Avangar moving through the A bomb site, but James looking for a rotation. He's looking for a flank. He's not even top mid. He's just at the entrance to B apartments. I'm sure he'll be on a late rotation. You can see the bomb there, trying to plant the bomb for him. That hasn't quite worked out. Now the smokes are disappearing. They've got problems. He needs to get his rotation on, but there's still a player in short. So Avangar have lots of problems, but they do have time. They basically have no grenades at this point. A double face from Buster. Didn't expect that, and that makes things even worse. Sanji knows there's another one there. He knows there's players towards CT as well. We've got Jame now who's crept up to the connector position. He knows there was a player short, but there's no peeks. Mousesports have the personnel, they have the angles, so they need not peek immediately or all the time. Seems Sanji will try to plant the bomb once again. Jame looking for Frozen and ladder in, finds him, but, well, the bomb will get planted after all. The CTs have all the information. Vanguard know where 2 of the 3 players are. There is an AWP lurking. All 3 players, Mousesports are super tagged. Sanji running out of bullets. The reload is there, though. They've crossed the angle. Jame baiting, allowing them to run into his teammate. Sanji with the continuation spray all the way. That was a crazy, crazy round. It's really daring to come out of Palace like that. Exposed to the whole site, the bus, but 2 AWPs on the map after that.
I wonder what kind of play they're going to go for, because you can see Mousesports have this gamble stack towards the A-bomb site. At this point, they've lost all control around middle, and so the connector and A-ramp split is a huge threat, and also what is a threat is the lurk-through window in through market, which is the reason why Rops has now gone towards CT to cover that very potential danger. And Avangar are shifting around the map. They've got so many options here. They could try to fake A and then go B with the bomb. They could just all go for, this classic connector and ramp split onto the A site. But we've got Kiko walking onto the site. Oh, actually, I should say crawling onto the site. He's crouching all the way, almost, and he finds Chris J. There's the trade. That's a huge info play from Kikurt, and Sanji capitalizes nicely. They go for the plant on the triple boxes. And this is such an explosive play here for Avangar. I like how quick this was. And now Frozen from the flank. He hears Jame. He hears the scope. Can he punish? Surely he can. Well, Rops definitely will. Smoke on the bomb, and where's Avangar? They've all voided the positions on the bomb site. They're looking to spray down the boxes. And it's going to work. Fitch knows his angles.
2 more AWPs, and they don't have a defuse kit. And that is going to be that. Avangar 16-9 on Mirage.